Alright, everybody. So, episode 2 of Falcon The Winter Soldier came out, so this is the new review. Got my friend Joshua here.
Hello.
And we're about to talk about Falcon The Winter Soldier, episode 2. So, you can get the synopsis.
Alright.
I did it last time.
So, yeah.
Wait a second.
So this episode starts off, it pretty much just jumps right into Bucky going to find Sam. So they get together in like pretty much the first scene and go on a mission together to Munich because Sam says that Red Wing found out that the terrorist organization was hiding in there.
We get to see more of the new Captain America. A whole lot more action in this episode.
Definitely.
A whole lot more comedy because Sam and Bucky are together now. And it was an all over better episode than the first one, I think. Spoiler warning, here we go. We're just gonna jump into the episode. So, this one starts off with the new Captain America pretty much just having to deal with being the new Captain America.
Yeah, and
takes a big emotional toll on him.
Yeah, he's at the high school that he went to.
Yeah, he grew up at.
Doing the ceremony.
Yeah, they finally got to.
Good Morning America's interviewing him. That's what
was it Good Morning America?
Yeah.
I knew that woman looked.
Yeah.
Like she was an actual anchor lady. But yeah, and then we got to meet his friend there. I can't remember this. Like Hoskins. We meet him there, and then he goes out, and he turned out he's like a war soldier. He was the only person to get like 3 certain kind of award.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, 3 Medal of Honors.
And then we see Bucky, and Bucky was watching like the same thing that Falcon was watching at the end of the first episode, and he's all like, I can't believe Sam gave up the shield. So Bucky decides he's gonna go see Sam, pretty much. And it looks like Sam was like heading off for another mission. I guess he was just going to track down those people.
Yeah. Flag Smashers.
The Flag Smashers, that's what they're called. So
one world, one people.
And Bucky's just like, well, I'm going with you. And so he just kind of tags along.
One of the biggest things is Red Wing. Just gets destroyed.
Red Wing didn't get destroyed. That was sad.
2 episodes in already.
But Bucky made a good joke about it. He's like, oh man, I've always wanted to do that. I thought it was fun watching Bucky jump out the plane. It was like, how far? He wasn't that far up, like 200 feet.
200 feet.
200 feet. And he's like, it's not high enough for a parachute. And he's like, I don't need one anyway. Jumps out and just like, bam, hits the ground. They get inside the place that they were going to. And Bucky's like being like all stealthy, like he's like trying to take charge, being all stealthy. That's when Falcon, he's like couple years in Wakanda, and you come out the White Panther, and he's like it's the White Wolf actually. Then they like do this thing where they're like counting how many people are there, and Bucky thought there was like only 2, but Red Wing was spotting more.
Yeah, so then there being 8.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
including the hostage. Which brings us to the next part where they're like chasing the trucks and everything, and Bucky gets inside and he sees the girl that he thinks is the hostage, and he asks her if she's alright. Is that what he says? Like, are you alright? Are you okay? She just kind of smiles, and the next thing you know, he's crashing into like the window, then the truck in front of him. And then we get that awesome scene. That was
good scene.
That was so good. Falcon having to like go down the road with like all the oncoming traffic. He would have to like retract his wings a lot, and like it was intense. And that's where Captain America steps in.
Yeah, new Captain America jumps in.
He had a gun with him too.
Yep.
The new Captain America also had a really cool thing where like the guy fell off and he like used his shield to catch him. When he did the shield. That was dope.
That was cool. Yeah, he already seems to be good with the shield.
Mhm. Yeah, well, it showed him training also in that news thing where he was like throwing the shield around.
Yeah, I wonder if is that the real shield though? Because it seems really quick.
Yeah,
because it's at the Smithsonian.
Because they just gave it to the museum.
And then they.
So it's like they had been planning this for a long time.
They probably had.
Bucky's like under the truck. Falcon comes and swoops him, and like, I guess that really damaged his wings because then they're just walking.
And they're walking away, and Captain America comes driving up in a Jeep.
Yeah, he's like, get in.
And
they just keep walking.
No, just keep going.
And then they finally get in with him.
Yeah.
And they kind of discuss things. But then that's when we hear like Hopskin, what we call him?
Hoskins.
Hoskin. We hear his like superhero name, Battlestar.
Battlestar.
Which is cool.
And then Sam finds out that they've been tracking him. Through
Government.
because it's government material. It's not hacking.
Where does it go from there?
Then when they go see Isaiah,
Maybe so. He's like,
Yeah.
there's somebody you need to meet.
So you need to meet and go to
And they go and they meet Isaiah,
Maryland.
who was also in the Korean War with Bucky, and apparently had like an intense fight with Winter Soldier.
beat him apparently.
Beat him, yeah, because he
Tore
said
half
he
his arm.
ripped half his arm off. Yeah, and now they've said like the world put him back in jail afterwards. And we're like experimenting on him almost. Is that what they were saying?
Yeah.
For like 30 years he was in prison and experimented on.
Taking
That's
his
kind of
blood.
been like also Luke Cage went through.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking because I'm watching Luke Cage right now. Yeah, hey. That scene, like with the cops showing up, I hate that. I hate that type of stuff. I'm not saying I hate that they put it in there. I hate like it makes me uncomfortable that like cops are that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene, I'm just like, back off. That happened, and then Bucky gets arrested for missing a therapy session.
Yeah, misses therapy session. So
So then he gets arrested. Well, the reason Falcon was yelling at him was because like he was like, I can't believe you didn't tell me that there was like a black Captain America like decades ago, and they locked him up. So like Cole said, maybe we'll get to see him like in a costume in a flashback or something. Cause
I hope so.
I really
that'd be
see
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Like since Falcon didn't feel like he could be the Captain America, and now that he knows that there was a black Captain America and he got like pushed back, I feel like that's gonna be like a big like thing for him. Like he's gonna stand up and like it's gonna help him move forward, like through there. I think, and becoming Captain America, which I'm very excited for. Falcon thinks that the therapy session person is the person that got Bucky like out of jail,
got
his bail
released.
lifted,
But it was John Walker.
Yeah.
but it was a new Captain America
Yeah.
guy. Oh,
John
man.
Walker walks in.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's
I
up?
did it.
That was good. Therapy lady's like, all right, we got to go have another therapy session, and she drags Sam in, and that was some really funny stuff in there
It's
too.
good stuff.
But then at the end, Sam had a really funny one too, when he's like, all right, are we done here? Thank you, Miss Therapy Lady, for making this more awkward than it needed
Making
to
it
be.
weird. Thank you for
Making
making
it
it
weird.
weird.
Thank you for making it weird.
And he also got real for a moment when he actually like, he's like,
Oh yeah.
you, Sam giving up the shield. He's like saying that Cap was wrong about you, which means he might have been wrong about me too.
Yeah.
And it's like why it's like eating at him.
And then they get outside, and John Walker's out there. He just keeps popping up.
He's on
It's like, why are you everywhere? Like they still disagree on their ways of doing things, I guess.
Yeah.
And John Walker pretty much just tells him to stay out of his way.
Yeah. Because
So, like-
Sam's like, it wouldn't make sense for us to work with you.
Yeah.
You've got all this red tape. We're free agents.
I guess that's when they decide. Well, Bucky says that, like that Isaiah said that his people, talking about Hydra, were involved with all that stuff that was going on.
Right.
And there's only one person, or I guess, left around that knows a whole lot about Hydra
That they can get to.
that they can get to.
Zemo.
So,
When we also had the Flag Smashers, like, seem like they're on the run from somebody too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The Power
They were-
Brokers is what they said.
Yeah, they were like
Seems like they stole the Super
stuffing some
Soldier,
stuff in a plane.
and one of their guys gets killed.
Yeah.
But after they leave the airport with their stuff, then they go to another place, and they're like being welcomed there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
and then she
Is it-
says, after tomorrow, there's no going back.
So something big's about to happen.
So,
Something big's about to happen.
Next episode, I guess.
Yeah, and that guy said that like there's a lot of people that support what they're doing too. He's like, you're gonna be welcome
Yeah.
anywhere. Like,
There's a lot of freedom fighters, I think, is the term he uses. And then
and then we see Zemo.
who's still in prison.
Yep.
Apparently
After all this
still.
time.
Yep.
Whole lot of stuff happened in this episode. Whole lot more than the first episode. And
No after credit scene.
no after credit scene. Lame. Well, there was a lot of mentions of people. They mentioned like Bruce Banner and Tony Stark. I'm just trying to think of like
Doctor Strange.
they mentioned
Oh, yeah,
Doctor
yeah,
Strange because the big three.
They mentioned Sharon Carter,
Thank you for coming on.
of course.
You can go check out our review for last week's episode. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Like, subscribe, comment if we missed anything, and we'll see you next week.